Hey, what's up? As you can tell by the change of scenery and by the thumbnail and the title that you clicked on, today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be doing a day in the life vlog where I kind of take you guys with me throughout the entire day and show you everything that a kind of typical day as a full-time producer entails. So we're going to go through things like my little morning routine right now. We're going to go through projects that I have to work on. I'm going to kind of show you how I balance between producing, editing, handling things like the YouTube channel, and then maybe you'll just get to see some little aspects of my personal life. Let me know if you guys like this video. I can do vlogs more often. Today is Monday, July 7th. Right now it is 9:40. I'm about to make my breakfast. I've already exercised this morning and I've already gotten ready and showered. I don't exercise every day like I probably should. I hate running. I hate exercising, but I'm 30 now and I have to do it. Fucking sucks. I try to, go at least for like a run or something 3 times a week. Today I did 30 minutes outside. It's July in Florida, so it's hot as fuck. Now I'm in the kitchen. I'm gonna make me some yogurt. Normally I'll do fruit in the yogurt, but I'm out, so today I'm just doing grapes on the side. We'll make a coffee and then we will get into work. Typically my morning routines aren't super extensive or exciting. I used to have really regimented morning routines that would take me a couple hours to get through with meditating and super strict working out, and to be honest, I just found them a bit overwhelming. They weren't super helpful for me. They didn't really free my mind of clutter. It just felt like a lot of shit to get done before any of my real work got done. And so now I am just eat breakfast, work out if I have time or if I'm feeling okay, and then get through emails, get the day started. But right now we're doing my favorite part, which is making coffee. Typically every morning I will make a flat white cortado, or I'll go to my favorite local coffee shop down the road. And it's just, this is the one part of my morning routine ritual that I actually do feel kind of calms me and centers me and gives me something to do that's just for me. So spend time, make myself a nice little espresso shot, steam some milk, try to pour some latte art if it doesn't look like dog shit. If we have any other coffee lovers in the chat, these are the beans that I'm using right now. They are from Onyx, and I'm gonna try to pour some latte art. We'll see how good I can do today. So far I'm very hit or miss, but shout out to the local baristas at Filigree who have been showing me. Not gonna lie, today's was ugly. All right, I'm finally sat with my breakfast. Time to get my day officially started. It's 9:57. It took a little bit longer than typical just because I'm filming. I have to set up multiple angles. I'm talking. Let me look at my schedule and just run you through what we have today. So today I have to email back a client who got back to me over the weekend about some files. I have to schedule up a session with a client for August. I have to go ahead and put in my schedule that I actually have somebody coming over on Wednesday to track vocals and do kind of final mixing for their album, vocal edits, and a mix to do for somebody. I have a production draft. I have to get through all of this weekend's emails and comments and everything like that. I have to film this vlog, and then I have that song review kind of at the end of the day. And then in between there, have a lunch break with Miranda, figure out what we're doing for dinner. And then after that, normally we kind of just relax. We're not people who at 8 o'clock on a Monday feel the need to be uberly productive. We're just gonna sit on the couch and probably brain rot. I'm gonna start with emails because they're easy. It's something that I can do kind of while I eat, and I'm just going to catch up on some YouTube videos. Okay, I'm pretty much done with all of my admin work for the day. I have a little bit of breakfast still to scarf down. I was gonna go straight into the studio and start editing vocals. However, it's a beautiful day. I kind of want a little bit of a change of pace. I feel like the studio all day might be kind of boring for you guys. I might go to the coffee shop and I might bring some headphones because I can do vocal edits there. I'm gonna comp some vocals, I'm gonna tune some vocals, and I'm gonna time align some vocals. Then when I get back home, I can, mix them, finish up the mix, and then I'll do the production in studio today. But I think we're gonna go to the coffee shop. On my way to the coffee shop, I'm not driving. My wife is actually gonna drop me off. She has a couple errands to run. Everybody say hi, Miranda. You're about to be in the vlog, baby.
What are we vlogging today?
Day in the life.
Day in the life.
I went to grab my last coffee to film it, and I spilled it, and they made me another one. All right, I'm back in the studio for the day. It is 12:47 right now. I left the coffee shop and then Miranda and I went to Publix just to get a couple things for lunch. I'm probably gonna work for about an hour before we actually take a little lunch break. So I'm gonna finish, or maybe not finish, but I'm gonna keep editing these vocals that I have for this project, and then maybe after lunch I'll kind of move over to the production. That way I can just kind of swap my brain. I kind of have like different mindsets slash like moods that I'll kind of dive into depending on if I am editing, if I'm making content, if I'm producing, if I am tracking anything, if I've got people here. I kind of like to, I guess, like harness different energy. And so I try not to bounce between tasks too much. Like I don't want to like edit for 30 minutes and then produce for 30 minutes and then film for 30 minutes and then do emails for 30 minutes. I need to like kind of get in a flow, get in a zone. And so I'll typically do like blocks of 3 or 4 hours per project. I also don't like to only work on one thing all day. So that's kind of like my caveat is I want to work in like 3 or 4 hour intervals, but I don't want to work on the same thing for 9 or 10 hours. And I don't want to work on something for 30 minutes and then move on to the next ones.
Get fixated. I can get fixated like you lose control.
One thing that I kind of do want to talk a little bit about, because I don't want this vlog to just be like a bunch of hodgepodge, like montages and B-roll and just like random cutaways. We might as well like talk about something in this. I love that I get to make music every day. I love that I get to kind of like work for myself. I love that Miranda gets to work with me. But sometimes I'll have like these really long spells where everything is remote. I'm doing a lot of content and I'm not doing a lot of like in-person collaboration. I'm not having a lot of people come over. I'm not kind of like getting out of the studio enough. And sometimes I feel like after doing this professionally for, 8 years at this point or something like that, sometimes it just gets kind of lonely being in like this little dark, enclosed, soundproof room. That's why I like to do things like work at the kitchen table or answer emails out by the pool. Sometimes I just need a change of scenery. I love that I get to kind of take a lunch break with my wife every day. Just something to keep in mind, like if you're working on being a full-time producer, if you're going to be in the studio 50, 60 hours a week, are you okay doing everything remote? Because there's going to be very, very little human interaction and it can get extremely exhausting very, very fast. Also, like a day in the studio, I don't think really equates to a day at like most other jobs. Like I could work an 8-hour, 9-hour, 10-hour day, no problem at most places. But being in the studio for more than about 7 hours by myself starts to drive me insane. Just like listening to so much music all the time, having everything full blast, being alone, you're in a room that's like super sound deadened and dampened. It can really start to kind of like weigh on me, but just kind of keep that in mind. Like it's great to take little breaks. It's great to have people come over and do stuff in person. It's great to have a little change of scenery because it can get extremely monotonous if you're in your own kind of workspace every single day alone. 1:45, it's officially time for lunch. We're doing BLTs, but we got the little veggie bacon and then tomato, avocado, lettuce. Then we're just gonna plop down on the couch and watch YouTube while we eat like the zillennials that we are. Bone apple tea, motherfucker. Tell him, Chloe. All right, I just got done with lunch. It is 2:22 p.m. I think I probably have about 3.5 hours worth of work left in me. So for about an hour, I'm going to work on finishing up these vocal edits and this vocal mix. And then I might actually do the one-on-one feedback video for the Producer Principles Pop applicant. You want to get out? Okay. And then with whatever time I have left, I'll kind of do that other production. It's just a piano ballad, so like maybe today I can at least get the chords and the kind of main piano sound down, kind of start working on a structure, and then tomorrow, after I edit the vlog, I'll just finish that. Not a huge deal.
Can I'm still waiting for Can you stay a little while? My presence you will smile.
It is 3:50 right now. I am bouncing out this mix. I got the vocals edited. I got the vocals mixed. I got the whole mix done, bouncing it out, sending it to the client. One thing that we can talk about that may be kind of interesting to you guys is basically just going over what my week is set up like. So I talked a little bit about what I'm doing today on Monday, but this is kind of how I set up every week. I've tried every CRM software under the sun. I've tried physical planners. I don't know why, but for me, having a Google just like sheet document that I can edit all the time, I can move things around. This to me is the easiest. This week is actually a lighter week for me. I have, everything that we talked about today, working on vocal edits now, got a production, song review, and then just sending some files. But then on Tuesday, which is tomorrow for me, I'm going to edit the vlog. I'm going to do the thumbnail and the reel for the week. And then I'm going to send out files for a client. And if I have any more stuff to do for the vocals or the production today, that'll also get slid over there tomorrow. Wednesday, I have Cody, who you guys just saw in the coffee shop. He's coming over to track vocals. And Thursday, me and Miranda are actually going to one of those head spas. We have appointments. We've wanted to try that forever. The rest of the day is just going to be Jody stuff. I'll probably also slide in some stuff that I might have next week if I'm finished early. And then Friday is post a video at 10 a.m. And then we are working on Poptopia 2. So we're going to hire our graphic designer and sound designers probably on Friday. Kind of get that working. Poptopia 2 should be coming in the next, hopefully like 6 weeks. We'll see. I don't know. This is like the first time we've even talked about it. And then down here, I just keep a running list of like projects for this week and next week that I can kind of slide around. And then I have other tabs down here for like future projects that I'm not really worried about right now. Upcoming videos, upcoming reels. I just have tabs of everything. And this to me is really simple. I find that this works the best. Go ahead, feel free to seal it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the feedback submission for the Producer Principles Pop submission. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to that. I'm not going to show too much of their song because I haven't really asked permission, but I might cut in some of my feedback. If it were me personally, I think that it flows really well if you do something like this. For the bass, maybe if you made it like staccato, like boom, boom. Let's just try something. What if instead of going straight into that chorus, what if we went into a verse? I do like this for a second pre-chorus. It just gives people a moment because they've had drums most of the time. If you're specifically looking for help vocal-wise and writing-wise, I think that going into this new structure can kind of just define parts a little bit more, especially if you're pitching it to artists. Let's dive into this production. I need to start with pianos. All right, let's try this. I am officially finished for the day. I think it's like 5:50. Miranda and I are about to walk and check the mail, just get some time outside. It was raining earlier, but it's good now. But I got vocal edits and a mix done. I got a production started and a draft sent out. I got all of my kind of weekly emails and everything done. Got the vlog handled. It's been a long day. I'm exhausted, ready to go outside.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Mama?
Hey, how are you?
Good, how you doing? Yeah, did y'all do anything for 4th of July? Nice, sounds lovely. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Mom. All right, love you. All right, I'll be honest, it's like 6 p.m. now. I'm completely done with work. I'm done with emails, everything for the day. Honestly, I'm probably gonna stop the vlog because you watching us make Korean beef bulgogi would be super, super boring for the channel. But if you stuck around this long, thanks for watching today's vlog. I hope that you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing this, but I forgot at the beginning of the video that if you want to like, comment, and subscribe, it helps our channel out a ton. And if you want to be entered to win this week's giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment within the first 72 hours. We will pick the winner at random the following Wednesday on our Instagram channel, Make Pop Music, so make sure that you follow us over there. There is links to everything down in the description below. But if you want to check out any of the stuff on our website, it's just makepopmusic.com. We have sample packs, preset packs, MIDI packs, loop packs, start to finish production courses, which is how you can get a one-on-one feedback session if that's what you're looking for. Thanks for sticking around today. Today was a pretty packed Monday, but I had a great time filming. But I will see you guys soon. Much love. Peace.